Yo, welcome back. It was my birthday yesterday. I'm now 23 years old, so I'm no longer the 22-year-old poker player from Jersey. Now I'm the 23-year-old poker player from Jersey. As you can tell, no longer in Vegas, no longer in my Airbnb. I'm in Choctaw for the WSOP circuit out here. We are exclusively covering it on Poker.org, but today we do have another session from Vegas Resorts World, and we got a lot of crazy hands. Here's my $10,000 profit challenge. Can we hit it in today's video? We shall see. Got a lot of crazy hands. Don't want to hold you guys any longer. Let's get right into it. Alright, welcome back everyone. As you see the hands flash across your screen, I'm getting in there with all types of suited connectors and not hitting shit, which is very frustrating. But on to the next hand, where we try to continue this theme of suited connectors. We open deuce 3 suited to $20 in late position. Yeah, I guess this is pretty loose, and we get punished for it as the small blind decides to 3-bet to $60. So yeah, you guys are like, oh, snap fold. No. I am here to gamble. I'm here to battle it out. I decided to put in the call $60 with deuce 3 suited. Don't ever call me a nit. And oh my goodness, Jack 3-3. What a board. I don't think he's going to expect me to have any threes here. I don't think he's going to expect me to have pocket jack, so I'm praying now that he has aces, kings, queens, something like that, and we could get it in. All right, real quick, I just wanted to say, if you guys want to connect with me further, I play online every single day with the rest of you guys and all the donkeys in my community. Join the Discord down below, Club GG 850-525.511224 every single day. I hope to see you guys there. Let's get back to the hand. He checks it over to me, and I think for a little bit about checking back to just, kind of protect my checking range when I just completely whiff and want to check back. But like I said, I think it's going to look so weird to take a stab here. I definitely may debate taking a stab if I had a jack, so I don't know. I don't hate the bet here. I bet out for $30, and I'm happy to see that he makes the call, but completely unhappy to see that the turn is an effing jack. This is just absolutely horrible in two different regards. One, if he has a jack, we're screwed. But also, like I said, if he has those aces, kings, queens, it's going to be hard to get some value now because, just complete scary board. He checks it to me, and I decide I want to keep betting here. I bet out for just $50, and he makes the call, going to a river, which is not the best, but he checks, and apparently the theme of today was aggression. I slam $100 on the table. He ends up folding ace king face up, and I show him the deuce to just say, yeah, F you. And on to the next hand. At 10:22, a couple hours into the session, we get into our actual first hand here with Jack 9 offsuit. Yes, Jack 9 offsuit. Folded around to me, so I decided to open it up to $20, and both the small blind and the big blind called. So looking to flop something, and something we do. We flop the second nuts. Obviously, ace jack out there, but on a rainbow board of 10 queen king, when they check it over to me, although this board is going to smash me and not really hit them whatsoever. Hey yo, smash me. What's going on over here? I decided to c-bet here for $30, and happy to see the big blind comes along. It is a little weird though, because I'm not really sure what type of hands the big blind is going to have here. All of his strongest hands that are connecting here should be 3-betting, so I'm thinking he's got something like queen 10 suited. He could have something like queen jack suited for, middle pair, open-ended. So let's just head to the turn and see what the turn brings. Going to a turn which is not good. It pairs the board, so not really the best, but like I said, just calling out of the big blind what's he going to have here. And when he checks it over to me, I continue to go for some value. I bet out for $60, and now he raises me right away to $160. Okay, kind of interesting. It's a smaller-ish sizing. A regular raise would probably be somewhere in the range of like 190, 220. Honestly, I'm just super effing confused because, like I said, what good hands is he going to have here? I mean, he should be 3-betting king queen suited, but some people just decide to flat call that. He could have king 10 suited. I don't know, I'm just super confused, and when I'm really confused, I tend to try to get a little bit sticky and call down. But that's how you have to play sometimes. You have to think about what your opponent could be doing in these spots and not just thinking, oh, he's raising. He must have a really good hand, right? Well, you have to think about positioning and what they did pre-flop, what they did on the flop, what they did on the turn, and just kind of map out what kind of hands that they have. And like I said, I'm just not buying what he's selling, so I'm going to put in the call here, and let's head to a river, which is a brick. I'm kind of hoping that he checks or just bets small because then I can call. If he fires massive for 300, 350, 400, I don't know if I can call here. I might have to make a pretty nitty laydown, but when he tosses just $125, my prayers are answered. I put in the snap call, and we have the same hand. So, can't win them all. I guess I'm just lucky that hearts didn't come. I then indulge in some very fancy, non-degenerative 5-card double board bomb pot game. Yeah, so how it works is every single hand, everyone puts in an ante, $5, and they run 2 boards, like a double board PLO bomb pot, and then it's pot limit. So we play this for a little bit, and we actually wind up quartering someone in a massive pot, so we win about $200 here, and then we go back to our regularly scheduled programming of Hold'em. Boo! Nah, I'm kidding. Let's head right into it. Now, this next hand is pretty interesting. We look down at King Queen of Hearts in the cutoff. We decide to open it up to $20, and now the button 3-bets us to $60. So it's a little bit of a weird spot where he definitely could be doing this super wide. Well, he probably is doing this super wide because, cutoff versus button. He's probably thinking I'm opening wide, so he's going to 3-bet wide. Don't want to bore you with poker jargon, but nonetheless, we easily could come back with a 4-bet here, but like I said, he's probably doing this wide, and you do want to mix in some king-queen suited and some lower suited hands in your 4-betting range, but I flick in the call, and we're going heads up to a board of queen 5-7, so could work out really good here if he, 3-bet super light with like queen 10, queen jack, queen 9. We could get in quite a bit of money here, so I check it over to him, and when he c-bets for 40, just going to continue with the plan here to kind of slow play, but it's really just standard play. So looking for a good turn, and that's sort of what we get. It's a 6, definitely makes the board a lot more dicey, and I'm thinking if I want to raise here on the turn, but now that a lot of low cards are coming out, it's actually starting to kind of favor him as the button. He's a little bit wider here, so I check, and he checks it back, and now I'm kicking myself for slow playing when the river is a 4. 4, 5, 6, 7 out there. Definitely not ideal at all. Kind of want to throw up all over the table. I check it over to him and, kind of praying he checks back. I don't want to see a massive bet, but he does decide to bet, but only for $35, and I pretty quickly put in the call, and as you see, he snap throws his cards into the muck as soon as my cards hit the felt. We don't have to show our cards, and let's head to the next hand. Alright, time to move up and play with the big boys. We get called for 5-10 and decide to head over, and of course, like it always is, 5, 10, 20, we've got the straddle on. You guys know I love the straddle. I love the action. I'm just a degenerate, so I'll never say no to the straddle. I'll actually probably be one of the ones to always suggest it, but for this first hand, we look down at King Jack offsuit. There is the straddle on, like I said, 5, 10, 20. Folds over to the cutoff, who makes it $50. I decide to put in the call on the button, and just me and him are going to a board. And it comes jack high, jack 6, 9 with 2 diamonds, 1 heart. He checks it to me. I decide to just check this one back. Going to a turn. It comes a 6, which is pretty darn good. Think we've got the best hand when he checks the flop, but he bets out here for $60, not going to raise it, just going to put in the call. And now the river's pretty interesting. It's a king, so now we've got 2 pair. If he had like ace king, king queen, something like that, he would have just drilled the king, and we might be getting paid. So I'm debating what I want to bet if he checks it over to me, or what I'm going to do when he bets, or if he decides to bet. And he tosses out $160. I just put in basically the snap call, and he shows the same hand. Ugh. All right, chop this one up. Let's head to the next hand. And now for the next hand, we look down at ace 5 suited. Like I said, 5, 10, 20. Folds all the way to me in the small blind. I actually opened this one up to $60. The big blind makes the call, but the straddle folds. So going heads up to a board here in which we flop 2 pair. Let's go. Ace 5, 9 with 2 diamonds out there. Definitely going to be c-betting this one. Not really sure what sizing to choose, so I just make it $40, and happy to see that the big blind makes the call. I don't really know what to say about this sizing. I initially wanted to say that I don't like it and I should size up, but he's in the big blind. He's not really going to have any super strong hands here, so I kind of like sizing down. Let me know what you guys think down below about the sizing. It's about 1/3 pot. Probably should go a little bit bigger, but Just sat down, just adjusting to things. So let's see how it plays out. The turn is a 6, which definitely makes things a bit more dicey. A lot of straight draws out there. In the big blind, this definitely could be hitting him. So I size up here. I bet $120. Like I said, with all these low cards coming out, it's starting to get much better for him in the big blind. Although we obviously have a pretty disguised 2-pair, but it will be pretty gross if he decides to raise big here and then put out a big bet on the river, but let's just see what he does. And after a short little while, my opponent decides to put in the call. Happy to see that. Going to a river, which is a 7. So, not the best run out at all. The front door flush draw does brick. I think we could probably squeeze out a little bit more value here. Obviously, if we get raised, we are going to vomit, but I bet out for $230, and after my opponent does not snap call and starts moaning and groaning, "Oh, what do you have? Do you want me to call? Blah, blah, blah." It's pretty apparent he does not have an 8, and it's also pretty apparent we've got the best hand. So now it's time to just root for a call, but after a long think, he does decide to fold. I do not show. We scoop this one in, and let's head to the next hand. Also quite interesting, every dealer change, so every 30 minutes, we are doing a double board PLO bomb pot, just 4 cards, not the 5 cards, $40 each, so pretty hefty. Let's see if we can get something good while we sit here. If not, we're probably going to bleed over $250 if we do not hit anything, which would suck, but you guys know I love these PLO double board bomb pots. Let's see if we could scoop something big. Let's head to the next hand. Alright, time for a very interesting spot with pocket queens, and I posted this one on Twitter, so if you guys follow me, it got a lot of views, so I'm sure you guys would have seen it. We are in that $20 straddle. First to act opens it up to $60, and now the Euro Pro across the table that is in middle position decides to 3-bet this one up to $150. What would you do here? Would you flat the 150, which would probably definitely bring in the under the gun initial raiser? I don't think that that is a smart play at all. We would be sandwiched in between everybody. We would actually have the worst position out of everyone first to act. Would you 4-bet on a smaller-ish size to somewhere around $400? Or would you 4-bet to a big sizing somewhere in the range of $600? It's pretty interesting. Stack sizes are definitely relevant. Forgot to add that in the initial post, but as you guys see on the bottom, I had about $2,300 in my stack, and the Euro Pro covered me. So it would be pretty gross to 4-bet to either a smaller sizing or a larger sizing and get jammed on over the top. Would not be the most comfortable calling it off. As you guys know, these are a bit higher stakes for me, but I'm trying to play 5-10 as much as I can to get comfortable and then move up and, hopefully get on Max Payne Monday, play the 10-20, and then, just move up through the ranks, 25-50, 100-100. You guys know how it goes. I mean, hopefully I'll be there. Well, actually, you know what? I will be there one day, but after all of this, I decided to 4-bet to $430. The initial raiser snap folds. It gets back to the Euro. He looks at his cards. He looks over at me. He asks how much I have left, and I'm like, please don't jam. I don't think I want to jam because a jam is probably never pocket jacks. I don't think anybody's 5-bet jamming pocket jacks in a cash game. It's literally ace-king suited, aces, and kings, so not the best scenario when you're only flipping with one hand and then just destroyed by 2 other hands, but after a long think, he does decide to fold, and I'm actually happy with that to take about $200 in without even seeing a flop. Let's go. Let's keep running it up. All right, session results time. I know this was kind of all over the place and a shorter vlog, but a lot of these sessions I can only play for a couple hours because I had work a lot of the next days. But anyways, the first session, the first couple hands, we broke even, +0, -0, not the worst. In the bomb pot session, we won $200, and then in the 2-5 and then into the 5-10, we won a total of $1,350. So definitely a really, really good session. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. My family sent me some poker cupcakes from home, which honestly, it made me feel really good. This is like the first birthday I have ever spent away from home, which is a little bit lonely, but like I said, you guys make it all the better, sending me all the love, all the well wishes, and I just wanted to thank you guys for an amazing year. Get ready for an even better and bigger and just more amazing gear this next upcoming year. I want to try to get on a lot of live streams, definitely Max Payne Monday probably first, as those are the most, relative stakes. Then I want to start jumping it up 25, 50, 50, 100, 100, 100. Hopefully I'll move like Rampage and Mariano and become a regular on the Hustler. We shall see what the future holds. I am so excited. You guys get to watch this journey all the way from the beginning. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys, and peace out.